200 mils. And so what we're going to do is dispense a bag.
Okay.
That will give you 5 treatments. It's 1,000 mils basically.
Okay.
9 pounds and 1 ounce.
Ooh.
And the best way to do this at home is like maybe in a bathroom.
Okay.
A smaller area where he's not going to escape.
Okay.
So a bathroom's nice because you can take the fluid bag, hang it on the, like a coat hanger,
Yeah.
put it on the shower,
Yeah.
and sit down on the floor with them.
Uh-huh.
You can't go very far.
Yeah.
And when he's done, you can let him out.
Okay.
So,
I'm taping this from my husband. He was
Totally
he was going to come today, but he does not have a car right now. It's in the shop, and he was supposed to come back yesterday.
Okay.
So we're trying to.
so this is a bag of lactated ringer solution.
Okay.
And the first time you get a bag, it doesn't have a needle on the end.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is, I always leave anytime I'm getting ready to give fluids, I always put a new needle on. So I leave old needles on. You can leave new needles on, but always do it the same way because you don't want to stick them with the dirty needle.
Okay. So change needle every time.
Change the needle. That's the needle. It has a little green cap. You just pop it open.
Okay.
Stick it on there just like this. And then the gravity's our friend with fluids. The higher up we get this bag, the faster the fluids are going to flow into your cap. It's going to end a lot quicker.
Okay.
So we're going to start, this is a brand new bag, so there's 1,000 in here, so we're going to go to the 2, and the next time you're going to go to the 4, then you go to the 6, the 8. When you get to the 8, you just finish it, and you're done. Some people will take a Sharpie and draw a line because you can see it a little easier, especially if you're holding it up.
Okay.
You could sit with him on your lap and do this. Your husband could be the pole and hang onto the bag. You just want to get the bag up nice and high so it flows really fast.
And is this going to be like a permanent thing? Are we doing
Probably.
it? Okay.
Well, with him, I don't know because he started out with the tumor. So it maybe if he gets better, that this will stop. But right now, I think she's going to reassess after the bag is done.
But we're doing every day?
Every other day.
Every other day, okay.
200 mils. So we'll do it today, do it again on Friday, then Sunday, and then Tuesday. And to give fluids, what you do is you just grab a big old chunk of their loose skin.
Okay.
You kind of make a tent with it, and then you go in through the door of the tent.
Okay.
If you put your finger in there, you'll see that's right where you stick the needle.
In between the clav, or
and what happens is
blades.
he's kind of flappy. If you put the needle all the way through, water's going to start leaking out the other side. Just pull it back out and re-stick it.
Yeah.
If you try to go, I would stay perpendicular to the cat and you won't miss.
Okay.
So do you want to actually try sticking him?
Sure.
All right. And so what you do is you pull the cap off.
Okay.
And then you're going to pick this up and just pop that in there just like that.
Okay. So not how deep or just, it should be.
You want to go all the way into his skin.
Okay. So I'm not going to hit muscle or anything like that?
No. You're going to go, this is all sub-Q. He would scream at you if you poked him all the way down.
Okay. I'm going to try to do this. Hopefully I'll get it right the first time. Oh, thank you. All right.
Hey, buddy. And don't touch the needle. Perfect. Just pick up that. Go a little further down. Okay. There you go.
There?
No, down. There you go.
Okay,
perfect.
So further back.
Yeah, the farther you get over his shoulder blades, the more loose skin you have.
Okay.
All right, just shove it in there. Push.
Okay, I think I'm in.
And we can check.
Okay. How do we check?
Hey, you're good. You don't see any needle sticking
I
out.
just hope I didn't go through.
We'll find out in a minute. Go ahead and let go of all of that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I walked away.
You're fine.
There's a little wheel here. Roll the little wheel up. All that's doing is crimping the line.
Towards this line?
Up.
Away from it.
Yeah, go up here.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
There you go.
All right.
And then what you'll see, you know you're in because he hissed, he felt those fluids.
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
Sometimes the line's a little crimped right here. Just kind of bend it out.
Okay.
Here, I'll let you take over
All right.
there.
Cool.
Cool. I suck at stuff like that.
That's okay.
And you'll notice now you're dripping. I'm going to raise this pole up. And if you're going to go to a really fast, it's really pouring in there now.
Okay. But you still just got to watch it.
And what I do is I hang onto the line back here. And that gives him a little bit of wiggle room. If he wants to move his head or turn around, just follow him with the line.
Okay.
If that needle falls out, and hits the ground, put a new needle on, and then re-stick him. If you're at 150 mils, call it a day, let him go.
And that's just, it's medical grade normal saline, right?
It's lactated ringer solution, which has a potassium, sodium, and chloride, and there's one more in there. Why can I not remember? Calcium chloride is in there too.
Is that something we would need to purchase directly here, or can we do it like from 1-800-PET-MEDS, or?
You get it through here.
Okay.
The trouble is if you buy it from a pharmacy, you have to buy a whole case of them.
Okay.
And where you run into problems, it's not the lactated ringers, although they're on back order from a lot of companies right now. It's the line. This line is very expensive, and there's a certain kind you want to use to give a cat sub-Q fluids. And we go through a lot of trouble to get those lines. One bag runs $25, 5 treatments. It comes with the needles and all of that stuff too. So we have a lot of people. We have a client whose father's a veterinarian in Wisconsin, and he mails her fluids. But she has to buy the lines from us now because she can't get the lines where she was getting them. So a lot of lines have what's called a micro drip in them, and it would take all day to give a cat 200 mils of fluid out of the micro drip. This is a macro drip line. We're at the 1 right now. So we're going to go a little bit more.
I see.
Yeah.
That really hasn't been that long.
It takes about 2 minutes to give fluids. And the heat sits here calmly. Leave these at room temperature. Some people will take a heating pad and plug it in, turn it on high. About 5 minutes before you're going to give him fluids, wrap the bag up in the heating pad. It'll warm up the fluids, and then it'll feel really good going in. Don't heat that bag in a microwave because you'll explode the line. Don't run it under water because if water gets, you can contaminate a bag. So a lot of people just leave it room temperature. During the summertime, if you keep your house really chilly, store it in one of the warmer rooms in your house. And in the winter time, the heating pad really does work nice. We keep ours all in a heated incubator in the back so that when we give fluids, they're all nice and toasty.
All ready to go.
The cats. And the cats don't hiss usually when the warm fluids hit them. When the cold fluids hit, it's like they feel it and then they settle down. But you can tell he doesn't even care. At home, he might wiggle around more because he's used to you guys. That's why the bathroom's kind of handy, because if he decides, I'm out of here, and he just takes off running, he isn't going to go far. You won't have to pull him out from under a bed. But most cats actually do really well with this. If you run into problems, although you did fantastic with that needle.
That's my 1 semester of nursing school before I had to quit for financial reasons.
There you go. I had to go. I was 4 classes from an RN.
Oh.
And they switched. They got rid of the nights and weekends program.
And Midlands?
And they told us all to go to days.
What?
Exactly. And I was just like, I work. So I had to drop out.
Oh my God.
I was so angry.
I did nights and weekends the first time they did it back in 07. And
I got all the way up to they lost a lot of their teaching staff. They retired, like Nancy Hudson retired.
She was my teacher.
She was fabulous. And she retired. They lost a lot of their teaching staff. Miss Bouvier, she retired.
Oh my gosh.
There was a couple of them that left during that last semester, and they just didn't have the staff, and so they got rid of it.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. So we went to 2. We went to 2.
We went to 2.
Okay.
We're at 2.
Yeah.
And then all I did was roll the line down, and all that does is pinch the line.
Okay, so we won't pinch the line.
And I pulled it out.
Okay.
It just pulls right out.
Yep. Oh.
Now, if you notice that he's got any type of water leaking out, don't worry, it's just coming out of the big hole you stuck with him with an 18-gauge needle. Sometimes you get a little bit of blood. Do not panic. That's just because they have little capillaries that run through their skin. And it mixes with that water, and it looks like you're bleeding to death. Just dab them with a paper towel. It'll stop. They will not bleed out from that. It's shivering. I'm sorry. What you'll find is he will just feel better a lot of times with the extra hydration. It takes a little bit of pressure off of their kidneys. you'll see this big old lump on him.
Yeah.
It's going to move down into his leg. Maybe it'll kind of move. They have very, very loose skin. You'll notice a person, if you give an sub-Q injection, you can only get like a 1/10 of a mil in there. You cannot give a lot before our skin ruptures. A cat, you could pump just tons of fluids under there. They have a very loose floating skin. And so he'll have this like saggy thing going on for a while, and then he'll absorb it all up and it'll go away. If you notice that he's not absorbing the bubble, and you're going on 2 days and that bubble is still there, don't give him fluids, call us. That means his kidneys are not processing that liquid.
Okay.
So let us know, because you can,
Yeah.
kind of drown their lungs out that way.
Okay.
So
Should I maybe weigh him before that, maybe periodically?
always weigh before you give fluids, because the fluids adds about 7 ounces to them.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that's okay. Good to know.
All right. So that's the fluid, and you did fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
And if you can do that at home, he'll let you do that at home. So if you get to be a nervous wreck or the cat just starts hating it, you can always bring him here. Bring your fluid bag, and we'll do it. We've always got a technician here who can do fluids.
If for some reason we need to travel, would that be something we could bring him back here to board, and they could do that?
Yeah,
here?
we do. If he has to stay here due to his complicated care, he can get his fluids here, his meds, all that other stuff. Or hire yourself a really good technician that knows how to do that stuff at home.
I have a friend who's a nurse who lives down the street, but she's labor and delivery. She works nights. She was also in nights and weekends. Sorry.
See?
I should go and see if they're going to start that program up again and bring that information maybe.
Yeah, it's 2 years since I had to leave the program, and I'm still bitter about it.
Could you get your LPN? You had enough for your LPN.
I did get my LPN.
Yeah.
I could do that, but I wanted to go into teaching, and so the LPN, it was just like, well, I don't want to be an LPN and just give out meds in a nursing home.
Yeah.
That's not what I was doing.
Exactly.
I already had a decent job that paid well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just like, so I didn't pursue it, and now I'm regretting that even. So.
Is there a limit on the expiration limit on when you could take the LPN exam?
I don't know if there's so much of a limit on the LPN exam, but there's a limit on all my science and all that.
Oh.